Hello everyone, this is Bhavani Shankar Boshak, and in today's video I am going to talk about the difference between artificial intelligence, machine learning, deep learning and data science. So why this topic? Because there has been a lot of confusion regarding what is the actual meaning of each of these terms. So I thought of coming up with this video. So let's get started. So starting with artificial intelligence. Now, what is artificial intelligence? Now, always remember that artificial intelligence is an application, or you can say artificial intelligence is a technology which can be applied to any domain in order to solve a business problem. For example, self-driving car. So self-driving car is an application which consists of the hardware as well as the software, or you can consider any web application. So there are numerous examples like this under artificial intelligence. That means in artificial intelligence, the machine is capable of taking decisions without any human intervention. So this is about artificial intelligence. And this artificial intelligence is the, you can say, the superset of everything. So I can consider, so if I consider this set, so this is artificial intelligence or AI. Now coming to machine learning. Now talking about the formal definition of machine learning. So here in machine learning, we need to understand three things. One is the experience, then we have the task, and then the performance. So we can take any common example, like let's say filtering an email into spam and non-spam. So here the task is to filter the email into spam and non-spam. What is the experience? So the number of times email is coming one by one into the system. So the more the emails are coming into the system, the machine is getting more experienced. So this is about experience. And performance. Performance refers to the number of times the computer or the machine correctly filters the email into spam and non-spam. So this is how the machine learning algorithm performs. Now taking some other real life example, for example, let's say Netflix. So which Netflix is an online streaming platform where we get to see different movies and a lot of shows. Okay, so when one opens a Netflix account, it shows a lot of recommendations based on your preference. So here this recommendation engine improves with experience. That means the more number of times we open our Netflix account, the more experienced the machine becomes with respect to giving us the correct information. That means giving us the correct recommendation. So this is an example of machine learning. And there are various other examples also. Now this machine learning can be divided into three categories. So first we have the supervised learning, then we have unsupervised learning, and finally we have the semi-supervised learning. So coming to supervised learning. Now in supervised learning, Now in supervised learning, we have something called as the target variable or the dependent variable. For example, let's take a sales data. That means here our objective is to predict the sales. So here sales is my dependent variable or target variable. So based on various other variables on which sales is dependent, like we have the price of the product, price of competitor's product, location of the store, then the amount spent on the advertisement. So there could be various other variables we generally term as independent variables. So based on these independent variables, we can predict the target variable, which is sales, or the independent variable. So this is an example of supervised learning. That means where we have a labeled data. That means we have a target variable or a dependent variable. Now again, this supervised learning can be of two types. One is known as regression problem. So what is regression problem? When the dependent variable is continuous in nature, we say that it is a regression problem. And then another one is called the classification problem. That means when the dependent variable is categorical in nature. So the example that I discussed for this sales data, so here sales data is an example of a regression problem, because here my objective is to predict the sales, which is the dependent variable, and we all know that this sales column is continuous in nature, so it is a regression problem. Now what could be an example of classification problem? So we can consider this credit card fraud detection, you can say. So here let's say my objective is to predict whether the transaction made is a fraud transaction or non-fraud. So here this is my dependent variable, and we can see that this dependent variable is categorical in nature. So it is a classification problem. So we could have various independent variables like the amount transacted, then the time at which this transaction was made, okay, the duration of the transaction, and various other variables. Now based on these independent variables, our objective is to predict whether the transaction made is a fraud transaction or not. So this is an example of classification problem. Now coming to the next type of machine learning algorithm, which is the unsupervised learning. Now in unsupervised learning, there is no concept of labeled data. That means we don't have any target variable here. So here we are given a set of variables, and the algorithm itself will form different groups out of this data set. Now how these groups are formed? These groups are formed based on certain similarity or pattern. For example, if I consider I have, let's say, 10 variables, so maybe the machine learning algorithm will form 3 groups. Let's say the first group contain 3 of those variables, the second group also contains 3 variables, and the third group contains 4 variables. So coming to a very good real life example of unsupervised learning could be that of market segmentation. So here let's say we all visit Spencer's, right? So let's say here the owner of the market want to come up with some strategy. So here the owner wants to come up with some marketing strategy for the different groups of customers, because the same set of strategy would not be applicable to all the customers. So how to understand what are the different groups of customers we have? So here, based on different parameters, that means based on different variables, we can say we can actually segregate the customers into different categories. For example, let's say we find one set of customers who are attracted by discounts. That means they buy products which have got a huge discounts. So in order to attract this type of customers, we have to come up with some marketing strategy which will offer discounts. There could be another set of customers who always want quality products. So they are not bothered by the price of the product. So in order to attract those set of customers, we have to devise the strategy accordingly. So there could be similarly other types of groups. So unsupervised learning, that means unlabeled data, you can see. Now coming to the last category of machine learning algorithm, which is the semi-supervised learning. So as the name suggests, semi-supervised learning is a combination of supervised learning and unsupervised learning. So here we have two sections. The first section is, let's say, supervised learning, and the second section is unsupervised learning. So coming to an example, so we all purchase foods through various online delivery platforms. So let's say we have a data set where we have a column for review of the product and another column is rating. So we are giving the review of the product for the food. So let's say regarding, so we can give the review, that means we can give the rating based on the review. So it could be consisting of, let's say, the time of delivery, the taste of the product, and the portion size of the food that has been supplied. Okay, and based on these reviews we are giving the rating. So here the review column is the independent variable and the rating column is the dependent variable. So we have a label data. So this is the supervised section. Then we have another data set where we are given only the review. That means it is an unlabeled data. So no dependent variable or target variable. So this is an example of semi-supervised learning. Here, based on the supervised learning, that means based on the first section, we are coming up with some outcome. That means we are coming up with some prediction, and based on that we are actually giving the rating for the second section. This is semi-supervised learning. So this is all about machine learning. So here we can say that this machine learning is a subset of artificial intelligence. So here, if we just look at this diagram now, so here we can write this. So this is machine learning. So ML in short. Now coming to deep learning. Now this deep learning is the subset of machine learning. That is the advanced version of machine learning. So what is deep learning? Deep learning is all about how the human brain functions. That means how the human brain learn different types of things. Okay. So here deep learning uses various mechanisms, like deep learning uses the neural network to simulate human-like decision making. Now, one question we all can ask, that why deep learning? So it has been seen that all traditional machine learning algorithms predict linear based data. So if the data set consists of a lot of nonlinearity, that means if the relationship between the dependent variable and the independent variables is very complex, then this traditional machine learning algorithm fails in giving a good prediction. There lies the advantage of deep learning. Also, when there are very large number of independent variables, or in other words we can say for high dimensional input features, this traditional machine learning algorithm fails in coming up with a correct prediction. So in these type of cases we go for deep learning. So we can talk about examples like image detection, speech recognition, text identification, video analysis. So all these are examples of deep learning. That means we use deep learning for making predictions in these types of cases. So this is all about artificial intelligence, machine learning and deep learning. So artificial intelligence is the broader set, or you can say the superset of everything, which refers to the application or the technology. Machine learning is a subset of artificial intelligence. So machine learning is an approach to obtain this application, and then we have the deep learning, which is a subset of machine learning. Now coming to data science. Now data science is a combination of all of this. So data science is a combination of artificial intelligence, machine learning, deep learning, and then we also have statistics, mathematics and visualization. So the mixture of all of this is what is data science. That means we will be applying different statistical techniques. We need to understand the mathematics, and then using different visualization techniques, we will be able to solve the business problem. That means our end objective. So this is what is known as data science. So data science is a combination of all of this. I hope you found this video useful. So thank you for viewing this video, and I'll come with another exciting video soon. Thank you.